Hey guys, I thought we could start a new segment for us all to enjoy called Fun Facts. Today I thought we'd start with something I'm sure you guys all want to know. So we're going to do fun facts about me. Things that you guys might not know, might not expect, or just random facts I think might be interesting for you guys to know. So first up, I would say probably something that you guys wouldn't know about me that I think is probably pretty shocking. Not shocking, but I think is probably the thing I find most guys are surprised about me, and girls. I am a big car nut. I love cars. I spent a lot of time with several boyfriends before, and particularly TC, learning about cars. I just love them. I love everything about them. I spent a lot of time just kind of learning to be a bit of a backyard mechanic. I can change my own brakes. I can change my own oil. I can change basic things, really complicated things like a timing belt or something. I mean, I would attempt it, but I have never done that before, so that might be something I get somebody else to do. I've quite often helped TC put in a lift in a vehicle, as well as a few other gadgets and gadgets, as well as electronics, wiring in sound systems and stuff. TC is really into sound systems in our vehicles. So over the years, being friends and being partners, I have helped him install many a sound system. It's fun. I like working on cars. There's something exciting about working on a car, getting my hands dirty right in there that just feels awesome. And it doesn't extend just to that. It's like, I love cars in the respect I love to drive. If I'm having a bad day, a bad week, for me, getting in my fun little car and going for a drive with the stereo blasting, and I mean, I like my stereo loud. I grew up with a dad who was a musician, and we listened to music loud. So in the car, for me, it's always a toss-up. Do I want to hear the stereo or do I want to hear the engine? It's very hard to decide because I love hearing that roar of my engine. So I like to think I found a happy medium with having no mufflers. I just have straight pipes from the caddy's back, which is awesome. So I get this loud, meaty, sexy sound. And when I stomp on it, it kind of overpowers my stereo, which is pretty awesome. And then my stereo comes up because it's pretty loud too. So I love that. Driving kind of fast or going for a cruise is always my way to make me feel better. Another fun fact for you guys, I can weld. I had a boyfriend whose best friend was a machinist, I guess you call it. He did a lot of welding, and so, I don't know, I got tired of watching them weld, and one Saturday night I'm like, okay guys, that's it. I'm tired of sitting here watching you guys weld, you can teach me. So now I know how. I've helped TC do some welding on several different projects for our cars, for his car. There's even photos on my website when I welded a box to put our capacitor and our amp for our subs in our one vehicle. I also welded together a hanging basket hanger for my mother-in-law, which is pretty fun. Another fun fact, I come from a long family of painters. My family is full of artists. My grandpa owned an art studio, and that's what he did for his living. Painted, did art. My dad was a big artist before he became a musician. I took all sorts of art classes and have so much artwork ever since I was little. I find painting refreshing and like an escape. I love it. I've been an avid artist my whole life, always with my fingers in something creative. Acting and modeling now has taken a forefront in my life, but painting is definitely something that is always there and that I will always go back to and enjoy doing as time moves on. Many of you might not know I went to college and got a diploma in fine arts in theater, to be specific. But I also took a lot of art history as my electives because I just love art, and art history is so awesome. I'm a huge sci-fi buff. Like anything sci-fi, I just eat up. If there's a sci-fi show out there, I've seen it, no matter how weird it was. Lex, Battlestar Galactica, the original was kick-ass. The new one was good too. Dark Matter, Killjoys is a new one we're watching, which is really good. Basically anything sci-fi, I just eat up and just love. I would absolutely love to go to space. If there is like, sign up and you can go to the moon, I'll be first on the list because I totally want to go into space. I think it's pretty awesome. I find space and science and anything that oriented is very fascinating, and I love it. Some other things you might not know. I'm a horrible speller. Yep, I suck at spelling. Sometimes when I have mistakes on Twitter, that's my autocorrect really screwing me over. And sometimes, sometimes I'll just blame the autocorrect because that's easier. I've always been a bad speller my whole life. I've tried many times to learn how to be a better speller and I just don't think it's in me. I am deathly afraid of spiders. Yes, spiders. Spiders, centipedes, earwigs. Ew, earwigs. Growing up, my mom loved Star Trek. So I'd watched all the Star Trek movies. And after I watched The Wrath of Khan, I literally used to think that earwigs were those bugs that he put in people's ears and would control your brain and kill you. So that's what I thought earwigs were. And to this day, I cannot shake the feeling that if an earwig is anywhere near me, it's going to crawl up my body, through my ear, and eat my brain. I know, irrational, but they creep me out so bad. Another fun fact, I am not really crazy about heights. I find heights a little bit frightening. I don't mind living in a tower, like in a condo and stuff. It takes a little bit for me to get comfortable to go to the edge of the patio. I will probably look down, but I don't think I would look up because that's kind of frightening. That said, TC has dragged me to Vegas and to the Stratosphere, and we've done all the crazy rides at the top of it, off the edge, you name it. It was hilarious. We'd go look at the photo afterwards, and the lady who was working the photo booth just laughed with me, which was thankful. But here's TC. He's like, yeah! And all the rides, and here's me. Woo! I was hanging on for dear life thinking I was gonna die. But you know, I like to push myself. I like that butterfly feeling. So to me, even though I'm slightly afraid of heights, as long as I know I'm strapped in and I can hang on, I can brave my fears. But TC hasn't got me to do skydiving yet. He really wants me to. I feel like it's either going to be really awesome or I'm going to like totally throw up and pass out. One or the other. I love to collect shoes. I'm a big shoe lover. If you guys have seen any of my modeling work, you'll know I have lots of shoes. In fact, I'm planning to do a shoe video for you guys because it's been a big request. I will show you my shoe collection, just kind of pan through it. And then I will show you, show off the shoe collection. Just a few of my favorites kind of idea. But I love, love, love shoes. I love horses. Growing up, I loved to ride horses. Horses were my obsession. My best friend in elementary school and high school had a horse, and I would go with her and ride anytime it was possible. Just loved horses. I find them to be majestic and beautiful animals. That said, they deserve a lot of respect because they are very powerful creatures. Growing up, I couldn't afford horses, and my parents couldn't afford horses for me. So I had actually worked out a deal with a lady who lived up the street from us who owned a barn. I would go 3 times a week and clean out all the horse stalls and feed and groom. And in exchange, I got free riding lessons, which was pretty awesome. And I should really add to that the fact that I'm actually allergic to hay. I have really bad hay fever, and I'm deathly allergic to sawdust. So with horses, the bottom of their pens is covered in sawdust, and they get fed hay. So every time I had to go and clean out the stalls, re-put in new sawdust, and feed them with hay, I literally could not breathe. And possibly I had to wear gloves and all this stuff so I wouldn't break out in hives. But it was so worth it to me just because, you know, on a horse, it just feels magical to me. I'm allergic to mosquitoes as well. I learned that probably about 5-6 years ago. And I learned it the hard way. I went camping and put bug spray on everywhere, but apparently missed one of my feet. And the one foot that I missed got eaten alive. Like, I'm talking 50 mosquito bites on one foot. And my poor foot swelled right up. I couldn't fit any of my shoes on. My whole leg started to swell. I went to the doctor and I had to start taking double Benadryl for a week. And he gave me all this ointment to put on the bites because the bites turn purple and black and then they bruise and they last for up to a year. It's really annoying because I actually love to go camping. I love to sit out by the campfire. I love to go for nature hikes. But mosquitoes and being allergic to them has really dampened that outlet for me, which really sucks. I'm always known to have bug spray. I bought all natural bug pills. I grabbed the B12 bug patches, and I am known to use all 3 at one time. I'm definitely making sure the mosquitoes are leaving me alone. I'm also an organizational enthusiast, I will call myself, because the other terms aren't very fun. I like things to be organized. I'm pretty organized. Everything usually has its spot, its place. I hope you guys enjoyed my fun facts about me. If you have any other things that you might want to know some fun facts about, comment below and I can make sure to include that in my next fun fact segment. Alrighty guys, thanks for watching and don't forget to click that subscribe button. And these videos right here are loaded with more of this and more of me. So I hope you guys enjoy. Bye!